Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for spending some of your day with me today. If you're here for nails, we do nails every other day on my channel, but today we're actually going to talk about some healthy living things that I've been doing in my life recently that I think have been making a huge difference for me. I've talked about it a few times, actually probably for pretty consistently for the past month. I've talked about the brand Advocare. And I've talked about how it's been kind of changing my life. I learned about this company from my brother and sister-in-law. They are independent consultants for this brand. And so basically what the brand does is they sell vitamins and supplements to enhance and to help your body just really perform at its very, very best. And then the additional thing that I did was I joined up with something called the 24-day challenge. So what it is it's kind of like a jump start to this healthy living so that your body really gets ready and gets in the condition to be able to really work its best for you. So the 24-day challenge, you take 24 days, and in the first 10 days, what your body's going to do is it's going to cleanse. So you're taking fiber, you're taking different supplements, which I'll go over in a little bit, and you're going to start eating really clean. So you're not going to eat, you're going to basically not eat anything processed. Any kind of grains that you're going to eat, you're going to want to make sure that they're whole grains, and you're also going to be completely cutting out sugar and any like high fat meats. But you can still have a lot of things. You just want to make sure you're not having like highly processed things. You want to make sure you're having things that your body is going to be able to handle better, and it's going to go through your system better, and it's really going to give you just what you need for your body to work at its best, basically. So you're not wanting to put a lot of junk in there. But what I liked about it was it wasn't like, okay, here's this diet, you can't eat this and this and this and this and this. That's not what it felt like to me. It was more like, let's make better choices, not like, you have no choices. If you're just going to be like, okay, I'm going to diet for a month and lose this weight, you'll probably lose the weight if you're really good at staying on your diet. But if you pick a diet and not a lifestyle change, the weight's not going to stay off, and you'll probably gain back more afterwards. And so I'm going to be going over a few of the things that I really like about this, these products and this whole system of the challenge. But that's probably my first thing that I want to mention that I like. I like that from day one, it's a lifestyle change, and you don't have to learn that later. So during the whole 24 days of my challenge, which is fully supported by my coach, by the way, I was learning to make the proper eating choices that I'm going to want to make now forever, because I have seen exactly how my body performs making those eating choices for an entire month, and I feel how my body has changed after that month is over. That makes me not want to make those choices anymore. And we'll get more specific into that in the future, but first off, I just wanted to let you know I have tried lots of diets. If you don't learn how to properly eat in a way that feels manageable forever, it's just all gonna come right back on. Alright, so your first 10 days of the challenge, you're taking things like fiber. Of course, you've got your multivitamins and your iron supplements. You've got a probiotic that you take every single morning. You've got your calcium plus. You know, I'll talk about all of these products individually in a little bit, but you're filling your body with lots of really, really good things for it, so that it's aiding your body while it's trying to switch off of having all this garbage, and it's just being cleansed, and then it's ready to just supercharge work for you. So the first thing that I said that I liked about it, number one, was that it's not a diet that you are doing for a certain time period, and then you know inevitably you're going to come off of it at some point, and you're going to have to figure out how to deal with life, you know, after this diet, and try to like completely change everything at some point. Like, it's something that is totally maintainable forever. So for me, it makes it so that I don't have to feel like there's this deadline in the future when it's going to be this huge hard challenge that I'm going to have to overcome. So I have had difficulties with my weight my entire life. You know, I had a slow metabolism, and I also really like to eat food. I mean, it's fun for me, and I have a ginormous sweet tooth. I should say had, though, because what happened was when you're on this program, and of course my mom has been telling me this for years, sugar is evil, stay away from sugar, you know, like not natural sugar, like sugar in our foods, like added sugar. You know, stay away from that, remove it from your diet. For me, I was like, that's impossible. I can't do that. There's no way. My sweet tooth is way too huge. I reward myself with treats at the end of a really hard day, you know, like we all do. And so I was like, there's no way I can go off sugar, Mom. And she's like, well, you know, if you did, you'd have such a big difference. So, you know, I was always in the back of my mind. Well, once I committed to the 24-day challenge, part of the challenge is getting rid of the, you know, added sugar into your foods. It just is, because you're not going to be able to, your body's not going to do what it needs to do if you're just dumping all this sugar into your system. What happened was I was still missing sugar, I will admit, for at least the first 10 days of the challenge. However, after approximately 2 weeks not having sugar in my system, I stopped missing it, which is the first time in my life I've ever experienced something like that. I stopped craving sugar. I've never felt like that in my entire life. I would be like up late swatching at night or up late with the baby, and I would go have something sweet to eat. Or, you know, I really wasn't one of these like snacking on chips all night long. I would go maybe get a piece of candy, or I'd go have like a sweet drink. I would go eat some ice cream. Oh my goodness, my sweet tooth was so strong. But being on this program, no joke, I wouldn't lie to you guys anyway, but no joke, I don't crave sugar anymore. I don't spend my whole day thinking, you know, what am I going to have for my dessert after dinner? Or like when, you know, I don't think to myself, oh, I need to go like grab a little bit of sweetness to have right now because I'm, you know, I'm just not having those cravings. Completely, honestly, I'm not. That is the second favorite thing about this challenge for me. It has made my sweet tooth go away, which is huge for me because I really do think that one of the big secrets for me in being able to lose weight and keep it off is bye-bye sugar. Of course, there are things like our fruits and our vegetables that have sugar in them anyway. It's not like you're never having sugar ever again, but you're not ever, you know, dumping the table sugar on your cereal. You're not having sugar cereal. You're not having all these things that just have sugar in it because honestly, once you've been on this for a while, you don't want your body to go back to how it felt before, sluggish and tired and just ugh. You don't want it anymore. Once you've felt how it feels to not be on it, it's not worth it to put that stuff back in. So for me, like I'm not even like tempted to eat that stuff, which is huge. I never thought I'd feel like that. So that's my number 2 favorite thing. My number 3 favorite thing is another one of the products that I want to talk to you guys about. So, okay. Who here has to have coffee at least every day? Or like a diet soda or even a regular soda that has caffeine in it? Who here, raise your hand if you have at least a coffee or a diet soda or, you know, whatever, some caffeine every day because you just feel so tired. Okay, I'm a breastfeeding mother. My baby gets me up probably still 4 to 5 times every single night. I'm not getting a lot of sleep. Since I started this program, I have more energy than I feel like I've had since I was a teenager. And I think that it all boils down to 2 things. It boils down to the way that I'm eating and the supplements that are really helping my body work the best way, and I'm not feeling so sluggish because of that. There's this product that's really, really great, and it's called Spark. Now, the other thing that makes me realize that this really, really works is Tim, to be completely upfront with you guys, Tim would drink probably a whole 12-pack of soda in a day because he just felt that tired all day long. So he would drink that much soda, and if that's you, it's okay. We all feel that tired. This Spark, what it is an energy drink, and while I was breastfeeding, I actually took half as much as what Tim was taking. So you basically just mix one of the little, I'll just show you. These come in like portable packets, so you can just take the little packet and dump it in your water bottle wherever you're at, but it has like a little scooper. And I would just put 1 scoop of this into my water, and because I was breastfeeding, I would just have a half of it. And I literally only need 1 a day, and I don't feel like that 2 o'clock, I'm just so dead. I can't get through this day. I don't feel that anymore. And even more miraculous, Tim's going to talk to you in a minute, but he doesn't need to drink soda all day long, which I never thought I was going to be able to get him off of. I've tried it in the past, but just removing it completely and not putting something in its place, like just trying to get him to just drink water, it didn't work because he was just dead tired. But with the Spark, he has so much energy. He takes 2 of these a day, usually actually just 1, but sometimes he'll use 2 of these a day, and it replaces all of his soda, and it's just made me so happy because, oh, the soda is so bad for you. And I mean, granted, we all feel like we need that caffeine for a Kickstarter, and just imagine if you didn't have to pay and sit in that line to get your coffee every single day, and you could just take your Spark, which is helping you drink more water anyway because you mix it with your water. Just imagine if you could get rid of that. And I don't feel like I'm trying to like shove this down your throat. I just want to be honest and share with you guys my experience, because I feel like it would be selfish of me not to do that, because I've had such a good experience with this and such good results, especially with my energy level, that I feel like it would just not be very cool of me to not tell you guys what's up. And they have like a lot of different flavors. I think they have like 12 or something different flavors of this, and you can pick which one you like, and you can mix and match. You can have all different kinds of ones. And then basically you're also during the day trying to drink a lot of water. That's another thing that's going to help your system so much, is you're having your Spark during the day with your water, but also you just want to make sure, I think you try to have, at least specifically during the challenge, but everybody I think is supposed to have, you take your weight, you divide it in half, and that's how many ounces of water you're supposed to consume during the day. So it's quite a bit, and I don't always meet my number every day, but you try to, and that's the other thing that's going to make your body really, really, you know, work up to its best. Okay, so for me, top 3 things, what did I mention that were my favorite? That it's a program that you can do forever because you figure out how to eat and you end up liking eating that way. Number 2 is that it totally got rid of my sweet tooth, which I felt like was a heaven-sent blessing from above. I thought it was a magical, I don't know what. I didn't really think that was ever going to happen, but it has happened through this challenge and through this product and eating them correctly. No more sweet tooth. Number 3 was my energy. My energy is amazing. Oh my goodness, this is my 4th child. With all the other ones, getting up all night long with a baby, I mean, I was dragging all day long. I would be dragging. And I understand we're not all, you know, brand new mothers here. I know you guys all aren't brand new mothers. We all have energy issues, right? So anyway, that was my 3rd most favorite thing about it. Real quick, before I let you know before I have Tim get on here and let you know what his experiences with these products was, I'm just going to let you know real quick what our overall results were in our 24-day challenge. So after the whole thing was said and done, after just the challenge portion, I had lost 11 pounds and about 8 inches, measuring everywhere. So that was huge for me. I started fitting back into pants that were like pre-pregnancy. But I'm really excited about just keeping the momentum going. Like, I'm not planning on changing anything that I'm doing. And I did want to mention, that all came off without any added exercise. If you're not a big exercise person, just changing your diet and adding these supplements alone is going to do so much good for you. I didn't exercise just because I didn't feel like I had that much time to. And however, you know, it's changed since I have the weight off. It makes me want to exercise more. And because the diet is making me feel, you know, when I say diet, I mean what I'm actually eating, not the diet, is making me want to exercise more as well. But I did the 24-day challenge with basically not even exercising at all. Like, I maybe took a couple walks, but that was typical for me. But I mean, like, not going to the gym every day and like boom, boom, boom. I wasn't even doing that. So I'm just thinking to myself, really, how far can I go now adding the gym piece and making sure I'm getting all my exercise? Tim took off about 17 pounds and, I forget how many inches he took off, but a pretty good amount. And he also did not work out at all because he was just getting over this pulmonary embolism thing where he hasn't probably hardly been able even to get off of his back because he's had to keep his leg elevated. I mean, so all of his results were out without exercise either. So anyway, that's pretty much all that I wanted to say about it. I just really wanted to detail for you guys, you know, all the different aspects of this program that I love so much. I always link it in my videos because I want you guys to be able to go find out about it. If you see me starting to look different in my videos, like I said, I'm planning on keeping going with this. So my hope is that I will continue to drop weight in inches, and I hope that I will start to look slimmer. So if you are wondering about that in videos, I always link it in the description bar. I am going to be hosting a challenge. We're going to be starting a new 24-day challenge. The challenge is going to start on April 4th. So right after Easter, you can still go ahead and, you know, celebrate with all your Easter candy and all those goodies and stuff if you want to. We're going to start the challenge on April 4th though. And if you plan on joining me in this challenge, what I will need you to do is probably purchase your challenge materials by the 28th or the 29th to make sure that it is at your door in order to start the challenge on the 4th. Then you'll be receiving a call from me, and we'll talk about everything you received, and then as the challenge goes on, we'll make sure and touch base probably about 6 or 7 times to make sure you understand everything, to give you any kind of help that you need. So it'll be very interactive. So yeah, you definitely won't be left on your own trying to swim in this without feeling like you have any kind of life jacket or anything. I mean, honestly, it really wasn't that hard, but any questions that you want answered, I can definitely be there to answer them for you. And so yeah, if you're definitely interested in doing the challenge, make sure that you go ahead and get your product by those dates. And because I want us all to like do it together so that we're all one big group kind of doing it at the same time. So we'll do that. Or if you just want to like purchase some Spark, I mean, you guys, I'm not joking, this will change your life. So you can purchase anything piecemeal like I did. You don't have to just like pick up the whole, you know, challenge, but that is, take it from me, from my experience, that is a really good way to do it, because you give yourself enough time to get used to eating, you know, the way that our body needs us to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and turn some time over to Tim.
Hey guys, how's it going? So Phoebe's asked me to, you know, talk to you a little bit about my experience with the Advocare. When I first started it, I was really skeptical. You know, I mean, who isn't skeptical on a new diet? There were a few things that actually caused me to want to make a lifestyle change, and basically Advocare has been really easy to use, and it's been really beneficial to me. I don't know, you know, if anybody knows my background or anything, but I have diabetes type 2, and I've had a real hard time with my blood sugars. Honestly, my A1C, and if you know anything about diabetes, you know what the A1C is. The last time I took it was 12.6, which is outrageous. So my blood sugars have run around 300 to 400. The normal blood sugar range is 80 to 120. So that was one of the things that made me decide I needed to think about a change. And you know, I mean, everybody wants to be a little bit healthier, I think, and I took this as my challenge to try and do something a little different. So I had started the Advocare on the 15th of February, and I went to the doctor on like the 28th of February, somewhere around there. And the doctor was really happy because between the time I saw him in January and the end of February, I had gone from 260 to 243. So using Advocare, I lost about 15 to 20 pounds in that range. And I'm finding it easy to keep it off. Another thing that has really helped, and you know, I'm going to attribute this to the Spark. One of the things that I was doing was I was drinking a lot of diet soda. I'd probably drink like a 12-pack a day of diet soda, and obviously that's not healthy for you. That's not good. Having the Spark, because I get up at 4 in the morning, having the Spark and giving me that little extra boost, it really helps me, get my day started. It helps. It helps, and I don't need soda anymore. So back to the numbers. Like I said, the numbers before I started the diet were in the 300 to 400 range. I'm now getting numbers between the lowest I had actually was like an 85. And they're ranging up to about 180. So definitely much better. So the whole changing the diet, changing my routine, and taking the Advocare has really helped. Here's what I'm doing, and during the 24-day challenge, I did like the first section has you doing like fiber. I did the 10 days of the fiber and vitamins on that. And then after you get out of that phase, you go into the second phase. And for me, I was taking this product here. It's called MNSE. The E's for energy, and they actually have 3 or 4 different kinds that have different benefits based on what your needs are. Mine, like I said, because I was trying to get away from soda, I wanted the energy. So I went with the MNSE. And as you can see, it's there's 4 individualized packets here, right? So these are the pills I take. So this one here is, I take this one 30 minutes before breakfast. Pretty easy. I usually take that with a Spark. So I get my energy boost and I get my vitamins. Then I can take these 2 with breakfast. If I'm going to have one of the replacement shakes, I'll usually take these 2 with breakfast. If I'm not going to have a replacement shake for lunch, I'll take these with lunch instead. And this packet here, you'll take half an hour before lunch. So I mean, really, it's as easy as opening a packet, taking the vitamins that are in it for that time period. Now Phoebe did just mention to me that she forgot to mention about the replacement shakes. There's several different flavors, and you can see here this is the chocolate peanut butter. By far my favorite, actually. And what you can do with that is, you can do it every day, you can do it every other day, or you don't have to do it at all. But it lets you replace one meal, breakfast or lunch, with a healthy replacement shake. Really easy to make. It's like 9 ounces of water. Put the shake mix in, you shake it up. And like I said, this one's really good. I like the chocolate and the berry, but that's something that also you can do on it. Now, since I did the 24-day challenge, I've actually added something to my routine. So I take the packet, I do the shake, whenever I want to, basically. Sometimes I'm busy and I just grab a shake, boom, drink it and go. But one thing I've added is called Thermo Plus, and basically what this one does is it helps kind of boost your metabolism. It's 1 pill first thing in the morning when I take the first packet, and that's really it. It really has been a pleasurable experience.
Alright guys, so we're just going to sign off real quick. I know I talked a lot. I'm really sorry, but I wanted to make sure that you really knew my full experience, because especially those that specifically requested this video, I know you really were truly interested to know what this was all about. So now you have our experience, and don't hesitate, give it a try. I know that you'll be happy from it. We're really happy. Anyway, have a really great day, guys. Thanks for spending some of it with me and hanging out with me a bit today, and I will look forward to seeing you on Advocare, hopefully. So, yeah, talk to you very soon. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Joy. Say bye-bye.